Hi everybody, welcome back to Shell Start Stitches. Hope you're all okay and have all had a good week. Thanks for coming back to see what's going on this week. So I thought I would show you, I have made my hat. So if you watched my video from last week, I think it was last week I showed you, my hat kit from Siobhans Crafts. I've actually made that now and that is all done. And also I got a delivery in the post this week, which we'll show you. We'll do that afterwards. But it's something that I've not used before and I've not done before. So just to let you know, yeah, we've got Bo the Chinese dragon up here, which I think I showed you last week, now finished. And in case you were wondering what's behind me, this is my queen cow that I did. Back in September 2020 I started it. First lockdown it must have been, yeah, I think it was. And let me move out of the way. This is my Mosaic crochet blanket, as you can see. All the different, this was all with style craft yarns, all the different colours there. But this was my first ever Mosaic crochet that I've ever done. And yeah, jumped in at the deep end, but quite proud of that. That's a small queen cow. And I think it's a traditional one. There's lots of different patterns. I will link, the designer is a lady called Tina, and I really can't say her surname, bless her. I think she's Scandinavian, but she's got a Facebook group, and I'll link the pattern in case you want to have a nosy at that, because it's a really nice one. Obviously we did it as a cow and crochet along, but she's released the pattern, etc., so you can buy that now. Anywho, so that is what was hiding behind me. So, hat is done, so let me show you. All done and dusted. So the yarn was called Siren's Song, and the pom-pom I had was called Mermaid, because the kit was Mermaid Kit. And this is my finished hat. So I'm just trying to see if I can show you, but you've got some rows here, if you can see. And then in between, it's like a star stitch, I think it's called. Something I've never done before. I don't know if that's actually, you can actually pick that up on the camera. So yeah, you start with the rib. So if I fold that down, you do your rib as basically lots and lots of rows backwards and forwards. Join that up at the side, and then you start to crochet around the top edge of the rib to then start to make the hat. And I will show you, it does fit. I have kind of got a seam, not a particular seam, but obviously you can see where the ends have kind of joined. You wouldn't be able to see it on camera, but I like to always, I'm a bit OCD, I like to put the seam at the back of my head. So let me show you. It's all good, fits. It's a bit, pom-pom goes out of screen because it's like that big. So that's it with the pom-pom. Nice big pom-pom that's sewn through the top, so it's not a detachable pom-pom. So you just have to bear that in mind with this kit. But yeah, hat all fits, so it's all good. So let me know what you think. But I started it last Sunday evening, Sunday sort of day and evening, because I felt a bit poorly in the day. Had a bit of an afternoon nap, and then finished it Monday night. So not bad going really. Didn't take long to whip up the hat. So yeah, quite pleased. Pattern was okay to follow. It was a US terminology pattern. State my hair now. US pattern, so just had to remember when they said single crochet they meant double. And yeah, as I say, the star stitch was I've never done that before, so it took me a couple of goes to get that right. I think I've understood it correctly. It might not be, it might not look right compared to how it's meant to, but at least I've stuck with it all the way through and done the same thing, so I'm happy with it anyway. And I wore it out yesterday, so it kept me nice and warm. So that's the hat kit. I got a delivery this week. I ordered something the other week. I'd seen somebody on Instagram that I follow who does, I think, predominantly crochet patterns. I'm not sure if she does knitting. Show one of these, and I was like, oh, I want to give it a go, but it's a bit expensive. And she posted a link to one her friend had found, and it was only £27, £26.99 delivered. So let me show you. Yes, it's one of those knitting machines. I think they're called Sentros. I can knit, but very badly. My mum is almost finished with the kit I sent over to her to knit for me. But I bought this because you can do panels on it apparently. It doesn't just have to be tubular items. But if you are a crochet and you've seen any things on like TikTok, etc., there's a lady in America and she's kind of made this whole TikTok beanie thing famous, which is made on one of these knitting machines. So I think at the moment they're on Amazon for anywhere between £45 and about 85. But yeah, this crochet pattern designer that I follow on Instagram put it on there. She said her friend managed to find one. Yeah, £26.99 delivered. So I thought, oh, give it a go. I'm sure I've spent more money on worse things or less money on worse things. So that arrived this week. I was dubious as to whether it was going to arrive, if I'm honest, because you think, oh, cheap deal and a site I've not ordered before. But yeah, it arrived. So let me show you what is in the box, hopefully without not throwing it everywhere. So we have some instructions. They're not great, I have to say, possibly why it was cheap. But there are lots of videos on YouTube about casting off, casting on, how to use the machine, so that's good. Because the translation of the instructions isn't that great either to sort of understand what you're supposed to be doing. It did come with, I mean, it's only really cheap stuff, but 2 little balls and 2 larger balls of yarn. No idea on actual weights because there is literally nothing on here. No, nothing at all. So one's got a sort of bluey denim-y colour one, cream one, and two pink ones. So I mean, it was, you get whatever colour you get, so I don't mind, because actually it's pretty good for me to use this cheap stuff that came with it to try it out and get used to it, rather than using my slightly more expensive yarn. So some balls of yarn. It also came with this packet, which has got these are feet that I think I need to screw in, a little screwdriver, some little plastic wool needles, and some suckers, I think, so if you want to sucker it to a table to anchor it. So I need to put that together, which is kind of what I want to do after doing these videos. I want to give it a go and see what occurs. And then the actual machine itself. So this is a 48 pin machine. I think it's 22 pins, maybe 28 pins, 40 and 48, I think. It seems to be like standard number of pins on these machines, but this is a 48 one. We've got a little switch here, so it's set to T for tubular and P for panel, so you just switch between the two. But obviously yet to know how we make anything on this, so that will be interesting. It's got a row counter here, so you just obviously click the button to set it to 0. So as you're going round, if you're an 80s child and you remember a skip it that you used to put on your ankle and swill it round and jump over it, and it used to count how many you've done, basically like that. It just counts obviously automatically as it goes round how many rows you've done, which I suppose you'll need to know when you're following patterns or making a hat. This one does actually say Sentro on the front. Whether it's actually a genuine Sentro, because I think that's like the brand making like the expensive one. Whether this is, or whether somebody's just got a Cricut machine out and put Sentro on the front, I don't know. And I don't care, because it works. So yeah, so you've got a white pin, if you can see here. So I think you have to move that to one side, and then you start to the left of it, and then that's your basically beginning / end of row marker. And you've got your turny handle, so you literally turn it and everything, and you see the pins there moving up and down. So that's how it all sort of knits it, I guess. This is what we are yet to find out. So yeah, I decided to buy a knitting machine, give it a go. I mean, because obviously I can make my own hats. I've made my own hat. But I thought I'll give this a go, and if I can make a few quickly for people if they want them, I don't know, or if you can make other things. I think people have made like twisted headband ear warmer things with them. Just sort of give it a go, I thought. I'm always up for trying something new, and the fact that I can't knit, I mean, I still won't be able to knit even with using this. I'm never going to say I'm a knitter, but and some people will probably think it's a cheats way out, and they probably really don't like these, but we're all for trying new things and learning new crafts, and you don't know if you're going to like something till you try it out, do you? So I will give this a go. Hopefully I'm going to maybe have a go with it tonight, but I probably won't video that because I'm sure it's going to be utter rubbish because I won't know what I'm doing and I might swear a lot. But once I've got to grips with it, I'll try and do another video and show you if we've managed to make anything successfully with it. But yeah, that was my crafty related item that arrived this week. So I'll try and link where I purchased this from, this knitting machine, in case anyone is interested, because for 27 quid, you know, even if it only lasts a year and then I'm, you know, whatever, I'm you know, no great shakes. People go on a night out and spend more money, don't they? So yeah, so I'll let you know how I get on. Nothing else much really arrived this week. I've been pretty good. I am waiting for my first Toft Flora Society, but that doesn't come out, I don't think, for another couple of weeks. So when that comes, I'll show you. But yeah, pretty good on the yarny crochet haul front. I've been pretty restrained. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time. See you soon. Bye.